Sylvester Stallone's Expendables 5 update confirms our worst fears, just as Jason Statham franchise proved what it needed. Scott Waugh, the director of Expendables, spoke about the franchise's future following the fourth episode, and he confirmed audiences' biggest worry. The 2023 film followed the Expendables 3 by nearly a decade, with Barney Ross and Lee Christmas reuniting the mercenary band to take out a larger menace. While the Expendables franchise is known for adding action heroes from the 1980s and 1990s with each successive film, including Dolph Lundgren, Chuck Norris, and Jean-Claude Van Damme, Expendables was a significant step back. The Expendables roster includes franchise newbies 50 Cent and Megan Fox, who are barely adequate replacements for Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis. That's one of the numerous reasons why the fourth Expendables film underperformed at the box office and earned mostly unfavorable reviews from critics. Another issue was that franchise star Sylvester Stallone was rarely in Expendables. Director Scott Waugh recently addressed about the Expendables' future, stating that Stallone has left the franchise for good, which is the worst decision the studio could have taken. Scott Waugh stated that Expendables is about Sylvester Stallone's Barney Ross transferring the torch to Jason Statham's Lee Christmas, and that the Expendables franchise is moving forward without its original lead. Stallone not only acted in all four Expendables films, but he also authored the first three and directed the original. Given his scant involvement in Expendables, it's no surprise that the fourth film was the least well-received in the series. Nonetheless, it's as if the studio took the wrong lessons from the fourth Expendables film's failure. Expendables bombed at the box office, making only $8.3 million in its opening weekend, a poor showing for a film with a $100 million budget. While the Expendables franchise isn't exactly a critical favorite, the picture received a staggering 16% on Rotten Tomatoes. Those poor statistics are due in part to Sylvester Stallone's little role in the film, which was overshadowed by Jason Statham's Lee Christmas. Despite their limited screen time, the two actors should have worked together throughout the film. If Lionsgate continues in this direction, they must find a viable substitute for Sylvester Stallone for the Expendables 5. Padding out Jason Statham's roster with low-level actors and rappers is uninteresting, devalues the franchise, makes it feel like a direct-to-VOD series, and completely misunderstands what the Expendables series was about in the first place. In that regard, the Expendables sequel will require another action superstar to co-star with Statham. If Stallone is unable to do so, the obvious answer is The Rock, as Dwayne Johnson has expressed interest in joining the Expendables, even if it would be too similar to his and Statham's Fast and Furious spin-off, Hobbs and Shaw.